Okay, well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Thursday night call. Today is Thursday, January 25th. And of course, all of you know me. I'm Felita. I will be facilitating the call tonight. So I want to welcome you all to the call. Welcome, Brenda. Welcome, Linda. Welcome, Sandra. Thank you so much for being on time tonight. You are appreciated. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. So we originally started this call because we were basically using this call as an accountability call to track our Cruise Like a Boss incentive. So this is an opportunity for us to check in, and I thought that I would still go ahead and add just a tad bit of training. So we will share some of our results that we're having in our business, and we will go into the training right after that. So of course, again, as I mentioned earlier, the incentive is the Cruise Like a Boss incentive. This is an all expense paid trip to Bermuda, and it's scheduled for April 20th through May the 3rd. And it ends in campaign, I believe it's campaign, is it campaign 6? Yeah, campaign 6, I believe it is, which is campaign 8, Trendsetters, I believe it is. I don't have my glasses on, so it's kind of hard for me to kind of read what's down there on this little small printout down here. But all of the details are listed here. Now, in order for you to qualify for the cruise, you have to have points. Okay, so in order for you to achieve the trip for one, you have to have total points of 7,000 points. In order to achieve or earn the trip for two, you have to have a total of 11,000 points. Now, I checked today, I'm right at about, I think I'm right at about 3,000 points. So I still got a little bit to go, but all things are possible if you believe, if you just only believe. So I'm just going to keep working at it, and no matter what it looks like, I know that things are possible. But you also have an opportunity to earn some smaller prizes as well. When you achieve 1,500 points, you will earn the Avon Beauty Case. When you earn 3,000 points, you will earn the Avon Tote. And when you earn 4,500 points, you'll earn the Avon Carry-On Suitcase. So in addition to the incentive, Avon is also rewarding you with luggage as well that will help you pack away all of your goodies to take with you. Okay, so here is a chart that tells you basically how you can actually achieve the points. You can achieve the points, number one, and when you submit a personal order of at least $300 to $499, you'll earn 100 points there. When you achieve personal award sales of $500 or more, you will achieve 200 incentive points. When you recruit from an Avon source such as Alma, so if you get an Alma lead, and that recruit is considered a QNA, which is a qualified new recruit, which means that he or she placed a first or second order of at least $150, you would earn 150 points. Now, if you recruit someone from a personal source, and they are a QNR, you can earn 300 points. And if you recruit, and if your recruit places an additional order of $150 or larger or more within the next 6, I think it's the next 6 campaigns, and it's at least $150, you can earn 100 points. Now, if you move your title, and if you move up in title, ambassador and above, you'll also have an opportunity. This is where you're going to earn the most points. So you'll earn 1,000 points for moving up to the next level. Now, if you also are a mentor, if you mentor someone and help them rank up and level up to the next level, you as the mentor will also earn 500 incentive points to help you achieve that goal as well. So that is basically how you will work to achieve your points. And so what you can do is when you log in to your web office, it will have a chart there to tell you exactly how you are moving along. So Brenda, do you know exactly where you are as far as the incentive? As far as your points are concerned?
I think I'm 1,500.
1,500. Okay, good, good. How about you, Linda? I didn't check the back office to see today. How about you, Linda?
Girl, I'm pushing 3,000. I need about another 150.
Woo-hoo!
Look at her.
All right, girl. All right,
I
girl.
jealous.
Go, Linda.
Trying to, I got to work.
Yes, yes, we all gotta work. We all have to work. We all have to work. So you ain't by yourself, but that's awesome, Linda. Go, girl.
Yes.
Go, girl. Okay, Sandra, have you checked the back office to see how many points you have?
No, I have not.
Okay, all right. And who is this TK? I didn't catch your name.
Takoya.
Takoya. Okay, Takoya, have you logged into the back office to see exactly where you are as far as your points are concerned?
She's a newbie.
Yeah, I'm a newbie.
Oh,
Hey.
okay, well, welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
That's Sandra's sign in. She's a newbie. And Sandra's a newbie too.
Great, great,
Yeah.
great. Okay, well, welcome to Avon, ladies. Welcome to Avon.
Yes,
Thank you.
Excited to have you. Excited to have you. Okay, well, good, good. So, Brenda, I know that you are usually really, really, really good about some of the things that you do to move your business forward. Do you have anything you would like to share with everybody as far as what's working for you now and how some of the strategies you're implementing in your business?
Well, Felicia, well, my thing is that, you do a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing. And so, the weather's been bad and, what have you and everything. So the other day, the weather was nice and you know me, I like to throw out books. And so I had these books. I said, I need to get them out the house. I want to clean my house out.
Mm-hmm.
So I went out. It was nice out and I threw some books out. And girl, do you know I got a lady call me and place me an order.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I throw books. And just like my Sandra, my new rep, I just brought her in, and she's been doing fundraisers. So
Awesome.
she's been doing wonderful. So she's been placing $500, $400 orders since she's been in.
Woohoo! You go, Sandra. Go, girl. That's awesome.
So raise hands up for her.
Awesome. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. So, but like I say, what you have to do with Avon, you have to find your niche.
Right.
So when you're new and coming in business, you have to try a little bit of everything. Because we've been in business for a while, so we have tried everything. But my thing of it is, I like talking to folks.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't care where I go, I always carry me some books in the car. I don't care, new, old, whatever. I always have me some books. So, and the thing is about you have to find what your niche is. And everybody niche is different. Some people can talk to people. Some people like to throw books. Some people, like to, go to different businesses. Whatever your niche is, you have to do a little bit of everything and to find out what works for you.
Right. I agree. I absolutely agree. Yeah, because the things that work for you may not work for somebody else. So, right. Yeah, it's important to find that niche.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I Miss Brenda said about throwing books. So is it kind of like you're doing like newspaper, like that type of throw, or is it kind of like going from door to door?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we found out that we used to do, Avon, that was their thing, go to door, ding dong Avon lady. But what I found out that takes a lot of times trying to hang when I first started, that's what I used to do. I used to get out my car and hang it on the mailbox and all that there. But that takes too long. So what I've learned to do is just sit in the car and just toss it out. We have a bag they call the literature bags that I put my books in, and I maybe put some samples in, depends on what I have, and I just throw it and make sure I put it in, throw it like that, and that's it, And so, yeah, so it's basically like that when they do that, And basically it's like, well, we've been in business for a long time, so we have a lot of old books that we used to stack up and you get caught up with us, so we don't throw them away. So that's one way for advertisement.
Okay.
Right. Now, see, the book throws work well for Brenda, but they don't work well for me. So, it all depends on where you are.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Brenda was saying, you have to find what works for you. So, with you being fairly new to the business, you may start doing a book throw, and it may work for you. Okay. I just know based upon my experience, book throws don't work for me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for sharing that, Brenda.
Yeah, then we're in a new era too. So my thing, what I'm learning too, is that since you're in a new era, a lot of the texting probably might work for you.
Right.
Because a lot of people that you're probably dealing with right now, everybody texts now. Everybody like conversation, whatever. So you probably be a thing with texting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, texting is really big. As a matter of fact, Linda was doing very well with texting. Linda, would you like to share your strategy and what you were using?
Yes. With the texting, what I normally do is find products in the brochure that I want to focus on for that particular campaign. And then I take a picture of them. Either I get one off our website, and I text that picture to my customer and let them know what the special is for that campaign. It was something else I was doing. I forgot what it was. It was when I was sending. I would also text people that I talked to in the field.
Mm-hmm.
I text my website.
Mm-hmm.
And these after I've talked to them and asked them about becoming a representative, what I do, I text them the website and I say, hi, Mary. We talked today, and I just want to give you the opportunity to look at my website so you can see that this is something that you have your own Avon store also. And they look at it and they call me back and, they voice their opinion. But it works because they get a chance to actually see my website and go on it and look at it. Now, what I did today, because the weather was very nice, and Brenda, I'm going to do some book rolls also. So I think it depends on the neighborhood and the community you're in.
Mm-hmm.
I just happened to be in Ellenwood today, and I saw a lot of nice subdivisions. And I said, wow, I need to go over here and try to get some customers, because that's what we used to do.
Right.
Either online or Facebook. And if we're not doing a lot of that, we still have to get out and see face-to-face, which what I'm good with.
Right.
So what I did today is just at the grocery store, and wherever I was, I had my books already labeled, packed up, and ready to go. And I used the little Avon, the little red, little small card. It's about 8 pages in the card. It says everything you thought you knew about Avon is through Avon, and you can get a pack of 10 for $2 from the Avon when you go on the supplies. I stapled it to the back of my brochures, and wherever I was today, I started talking to people. And you all not gonna believe this, but you know what? We have not because we ask not. Like you said, if we don't open our mouth, we're not gonna get anything because it's not gonna come to you.
Right.
That's where they know you out. You have a product to offer them or a business that to offer them. So I just started talking more, and I have 3 ladies that are thinking about signing up.
Wow.
Them, and I had 2 more that bought products on the spot from me, and that's what I'm going to cut. I love the beautiful weather, so that's what I do when it's nice. So I'm going back out tomorrow and Saturday. I'm going to do 2 hours every day. And it depends on, a lot of times if you get your momentum going and you have that time to spare, you can spend more time out in the field.
Right.
But I've been talking more to people, and It's amazing how many people are saying that they hadn't seen an Avon brochure. And I noticed that we are not promoting it in the field or out wherever we go like we used to.
Mm-hmm. I agree, Linda, because it
That's
used
what we have to do. And
right.
I was talking, let me just share this with y'all so you know that the importance of getting out, talking to people, and just passing out books. Maggie Turner and I walk every day, but 4 days a week. Maggie had not had any recruits and had not gotten any new customers in about 2 months. And that's because her brother had been ill.
Mhm.
And she started back putting out books and getting out and talking to people. And now she has 2 recruits. She has more customers. So if we don't do, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to, our business not going to grow. So that's my commitment, is to get out every day and talk to people and pass out books. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything to them, just give them a book.
That's true. That's true. That is so true. And I say that all the time. You have not because you ask not. And, like I've mentioned in several of our calls previously, you don't even have to be the type of person who's getting out there, going up to people, when people come in your little space that you're in, that's an opportunity for you to share. And I also shared as well, like on your lunch break. You can go to a McDonald's or Wendy's or Chick-fil-A and just sit there at the table. You will be amazed at the number of people who are actually there during lunchtime. So that's an opportunity for you to talk to people. So your goal is only talk to 3 people a day. That's very easy to do. So whether you're doing it online or offline, it's all about opening that mouth. And just like Linda said, I think so many people now have their focus is solely on online that people don't see the brochures out there like they used to. So this may be a time for you to get out there and start putting out more books in neighborhoods, doing the book throws, just try it and see what happens. You really don't know until you actually get out there and take action and start doing some things.
That was right, because when I threw the book out and the lady that called me, she said, girl, she was so happy when she saw that book. She said, girl, I saw that book. My husband, they think that when the book come in the house, it's in their mailbox, but we're not allowed to go into their mailbox. It's against the law.
Right.
She said, my husband found an Avon book in the mailbox. Girl, I haven't seen an Avon book in a long time. She said, this is right on time, And because I'll be saying that what's happened is that we have so many secret agent Avon reps that's why I'm like, all these Avon reps in the area is like, really? It's like everybody's secret agent. Like, I'm like you. If somebody come in my space, guess what? They're going to know I'm an Avon rep. Because you in my space, you're going to know. And
That's one thing about Brenda. She will let you know. Hello.
Excuse me, Brenda. That's why you're such a great prospector and recruiter. Absolutely. Because you are very open and you are so creative when it comes to talking to people. You just go. You just very open with them.
Right. I agree. But I
have a question I'll ask Brenda. What kind of neighborhood did you go in to throw your books?
You know what?
Was it an older neighborhood or was it a fairly new subdivision?
No, I mean right up the street from me. I went right. Matter of fact, I went into what's that subdivision? Right up the street from Betty's office.
Oh, okay, you're right there.
I just went in there and started throwing books and stuff. And I mean, to me, when you go to throw books, just find your, a subdivision inside your house if you want to, and just go and throw books. And just make sure you pick out the ones that look like, that somebody's gonna pick the book up, and just that's what you do.
Okay.
Trash anyway, so you might as well use it for something.
Right, exactly. And see, what has always worked for me is doing door-to-door businesses. That has always worked well for me. So, you pick like your hair salons, your nail salons, your restaurants, any business that has people, your coin laundry, that has always worked for me in the past. So, you know, now that the weather is getting much nicer, I'll have to start getting back out there, start, you know, promoting more in businesses as well, because it definitely works. And getting more, opening my mouth more, like Brother said, you gotta be willing to open the mouth more. So I've definitely got to do that a lot more. So ladies, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate those tips. Those tips always are very, very motivating. They always help other representatives be able to incorporate some of those same tips in their business as well. So I am going to go ahead and share with you. I've got a very short presentation that I wanted to share with you on tonight. And since this is the time of the year where we are preparing for our taxes, I figured that this would be the perfect time to share this information with you. Let me see if I can mute some of this background noise out real quick. Hold on a second. Okay, great. So let me go ahead and get started and share with you some tips tonight. This is one area that it's not talked about a lot, and I think simply because a lot of people just don't know the information. But one of the best things and one of the most important things that you can do for your business is to keep good records. Because every single year we lose so much money that we can actually be able to write off on our taxes every single year, simply because we are very, very slothful about record keeping. So let me just make a disclaimer as well. I am not a tax professional and neither am I an accountant, but I do know quite a bit of information from what I have learned over the years that I can share with you that will help you in your record keeping for your business. This is, again, one of the most important things that you can do for your business is to learn how to keep good records. And when you keep good records, you will be able to qualify and be able to write off as many deductions as you are allowed, which will help you on your bottom line. I shared a video the other day in the group where this particular, I can't remember, it was Gary somebody, I can't remember his name, but he was talking about all of the deductions that are available for home-based businesses. So you as a home-based business owner, this is a plus for you. You get it. And with all of the new changes with the tax laws, which Trump has put into place, this system pretty much has always been designed for business owners. And more than anything now, if you are not a business owner, this is the time you really need to be sharing your business with everybody, because everybody, the way this new tax system is written now, it's really going to be a game changer. And for those who are not in business for themselves, they will definitely need to look into becoming a home-based business owner. So let me share a few tips with you. The first thing you want to do is start a system for record keeping. And one of the things that I have always done was use the file folder system. And you can get a total of 12 file folders, and then of course label them from January through December. And it's important for you to keep up with all of your receipts, all of your expenses that you are using for your business. If you do not have a mileage tracker, you need to at least have a notebook in your vehicle where you are writing down your business miles. Now, let me mention this to you. When you are leaving from your home, going to your job, you cannot write off those miles. However, if you stopped at the gas station and you pulled out your Avon book and said, "Hello, ma'am, I want to just introduce myself to you. My name is Felita. I'm with Avon. I'd like to give you a brochure. If you are stopping on your way to do business, then those miles you can use those miles as a deduction. But if you are leaving from your home, going straight to work, you cannot use that. So it's important for you to keep track of your miles. Now, there are quite a few apps that you can download and use to help you track your miles. And you can just kind of go, if you have iPhone, log into, I think it's iTunes, that you search for your apps. And then, of course, if you have Android, just go into Google Play and you can find mileage tracking apps that you can use. But mileage is going to be one of your biggest deductions that you will use for your business. So that's the first thing you want to do, is start a file folder system. If you don't want to use the file folder system, then I recommend using the 3-ring notebook binder. And when you use the 3-ring notebook binder, you want to use the dividers. And on those dividers, you want to label it January through December. And the reason why you want to do that is because you want to make sure that everything is filed accordingly. All of your receipts, all of your expenses, and everything that you use for each month needs to be filed accordingly. Because one thing about it, when it comes to, you have to make sure that you show proof of all of your receipts and everything, just so that you can stay IRS compliant. Okay. Now, many self-employed individuals use QuickBooks. Okay, now I don't use QuickBooks, but I do know that a lot of people use the QuickBooks mobile app. So you may want to check into the QuickBooks mobile app. The thing that I do like about the apps is that it allows you to take a picture of the receipt, and it allows you to upload it, and then you can categorize all of your expenses. And then that way, at the end of the year, or when you're filing your taxes the following year, you'll be able to just print out a report, take it directly to your tax professional. That's the beauty of that. Now, there is a free software system that I also would recommend to you as well. It's called Wave Accounting. And it is absolutely free, just for the basics. Okay, if you just want to use a system just to kind of keep you up to date, there's also an app out there as well. It's called Wave, W-A-V-E, Wave Accounting. And then you can sign up just to get a free account. Just go to www.waveaccounting.com. Okay, and again, it's absolutely free. You can use exactly what you need, and if you need to pay for any services, you can pay as you go. Okay, wanted to share that with you. Now, here are some important expenses that you always want to look for on your invoice. Now, all of your Avon invoices are going to be stored in your web office. They will be stored for 1 year. If you are not keeping track of all of your invoices when they come in your order, they will always be stored in your web office up to 1 year. Now, what I normally do, every time my order comes in, I take the invoice and I file it away in the month in which it's for. So that way I can pull that one invoice and I can just record all of my expenses for a campaign and place everything back in that file folder. Now, this is what you want to look out for. You want to make sure that you're recording your products sold, your cost for your products, every campaign, your payments that you made to Avon, both quick pay and credit card, because sometimes customers will pay you by credit card. You need to also record those credit card payments as well, because that's money that you're spending. That's an expenditure that you're paying for your products that you have to submit to Avon. Your sales tax is another big one. Your sales tax that you charge your customers is based upon the county that you live as the representative. Your easy returns, any shipping fees that you have to pay for that you're incurring, that's also tax deductible. Any fees, your one simple fees or whatever fees that Avon bills you for, that is also tax deductible. Your demo products. Now, this is what I like to do. I love to buy the demos and wear the demos. And so you're wearing the demos to show people what your products actually look like. So every time you buy demos, that is an expense for you because you're using it to demonstrate your products and your merchandise and what they actually look like. Now, your business tools, every time you spend money on brochures, every time you spend money on samples, every time you spend money on bags, those are also tax deductible. Your mileage, again, I believe you get up to, I think it's 55 cents per mile. Please don't quote me on that, but I know it was at one time 55 cents per mile. So your mileage is a huge expense. So make sure that you, even if you're not using the app, make sure that you have a mileage book in your car where you are recording all of your mileage when you get in your car to go do business. Now, keep in mind, this is for business miles only. Anytime you go in your getting to your car, you're going to deliver merchandise to customers. If you're going out to do prospecting, if you're going out to a networking event, if you're going out anywhere that you're going to take your brochures with you and you're going to share Avon with someone, that's considered business mileage for you. Okay, so that's the most important thing you want to look out for as far as your expenses on your invoice. Now, here are some additional allowable deductions that you can also talk to your tax professional about as well. Your car and your truck expenses, your wages to your kids. Did you know that you can pay your children if they're under the age of 18? Now, it used to be that you were allowed $6,300. Now the government has increased that to $12,000. Now, this is a wonderful way for you to start putting aside money, paying your children, putting aside that money in a separate account to help them with their college expenses. So you can pay your kids to maybe label and stamp your brochures. Sometimes they're much better with you when it comes to handling your social media. So you can pay them to go out and market your business for you on social media. Brochure distribution. So if you're out and you're doing a book throw, you can let them do the book throw. Or if you're going to do some door-to-door businesses, let them do it for you, because people a lot of times are very receptive to children when they see children, because that inspires them. That lets them see that this kid here is definitely above the norm from the average kid. So I know every time I see a kid that approaches me about something that they're selling, I always have a weak spot for them. So your children would be the ideal business partners for you. So make sure that you take advantage of this opportunity. Now, I do encourage you to open up a separate bank account in their name, because you want to make sure that you keep a paper trail of what you are paying them as well. Now, we know that if you're not making this kind of money, you're not going to be able to write off all of this money right here. You want to make sure that you keep it at a normal amount, a reasonable amount that you would pay them. So don't try to start using an absorbent amount, knowing that you're using an inflated amount, which will cause an opportunity for you to get audited. So you don't want to do that. So make sure that you are using a reasonable amount, but always definitely talk to your tax professional so that you can get some advice on that. Student loan interest. So if you have interest on a student loan, that's also tax. That's also a deduction. Mortgage interest. Your communication, your cell phone bill, and your internet bill. Everybody needs internet to be able to use, so your internet is also included in that as well. Travel expenses. Now, this was one area that the government has been eliminated. So we used to be able to write off meals and entertainment. That is no longer a deduction under the new tax law. But if you are traveling, it is included. You can go ahead and write off your meals if you are traveling. Okay, so that is deductible. So any charitable contributions, so if you want to take some of your products and give them away to charity, you can write that off on your you can write that off on your taxes as well. But whatever you do, make sure that you keep a paper trail to make sure that you can back up, so that back up everything that you have indicated to make sure that you are IRS compliant. That's the most important thing to do. Now, another thing you want to make sure you do as well is to track your earnings. Now, more than likely, your money, I always encourage representatives to use a separate bank account. Don't have all of your money flowing into your personal home account. That's when you really get into trouble. You want to make sure that you have a separate account to use for your Avon business. So all of your money, when your customers pay you, put all of that money into a separate account. And make sure that you have a debit card linked to that account so that you can pay your Avon bill. And then whatever is left over, you turn around and write yourself a check and put it into your regular home account. Okay, so all of your earnings, like your leadership bonuses and commissions, your direct ship earnings, all of that is considered revenue. That's money that you have actually earned. So of course, any money that you have earned, and of course you will also have deductions that you'll be able to write off from the money that you actually earn. So having a home-based business is almost a priority in today's day and time, because again, under these new tax laws, those who don't have a business, it's really gonna hit them hard. So this is a time to really start promoting your business, to really start recruiting, start sharing the opportunity more, because again, a lot of people are going to need to have a home-based business in order to qualify for a lot of these deductions. And also, let me just add, when it comes to charitable contributions, people don't know this, but under the new tax law, you will not even be able to write off charitable contributions any longer if you do not itemize. So that's going to be a biggie now. So for all of your contributions, your charitable contributions that you give to your church and you give to your ministry, if you're not itemizing, you won't be able to write those off. So this information alone will be a big help for you to start recruiting and building your team, because people who are without a business in this day and time, it's just not going to be a good thing for them. Okay, so I wanted to just share that with you. And again, consult your tax professional or your accountant with any additional questions that you may have when it comes to all of your qualifying deductions. Okay, so now I'm going to open it up for questions. Let me go ahead and unmute everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up right now. Does anybody have any questions at this time? Nobody has any questions?
Felita,
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at your, I guess it's not a question actually, but that was a good YouTube that you had on today about the brochures, mail out the brochures. That maybe you might want to mention something about that. That was really interesting when I listened to your YouTube today about, you know, going onto the website to mail out your Avon books. So that's a good thing. You know, to talk about the brochures and mailing that out.
Okay, yeah, you can and that's another expense for you as well. Whenever you use like campaign mailer to mail your brochures for you, that's an expense for you as well. Anytime you go to the post office to mail postcards out for marketing, or if you're mailing brochures on your own, that is also an expense for you as well. Brenda, you can share that video. There's a sharing tool on that video. Just click, if you scroll down to the description of it, there's a sharing tool there. Click on the share tool and you can share share that video with your team members and anybody else that wants to watch it. But what she is talking about is the video. In the video, I share with you how to service your customers using Campaign Mailer. And Campaign Mailer is a service. It's a third-party service by, I think it was started by some other Avon representatives who went in together, and I guess they purchased a bulk mail permit. And so all you have to do with this service is submit your customer's name and address and pay the fee for the brochure. They will mail out brochures. They will mail out the outlet brochures. They will mail out the regular Avon brochures. I do believe that the fee is like $1. It's like $1.38 to mail out one brochure. So if you mail this brochure yourself, you may be looking at like $2 and some change to mail one brochure. So postage for mailing this brochure can be quite expensive. So you can actually save yourself money, and you can save yourself time by using Campaign Mailer. And all you have to do is just go to www.campaign-mailer.com and just go there and register, and just, you know, enter in your customer's name and address and just use that service. Because a lot of y'all work full-time jobs and you don't have time to be driving around, dropping off brochures here and dropping off brochures there. If you want to save yourself some time, Campaign Mailer is the way to go to service all of your customers. So if they live on in another state, you just put them on that mailing list, and you go in, and if you only have 2 customers that you want to mail brochures out to for that campaign, just mail those 2. Okay, because most of your customers may be within your perimeter, within your 4 to 5 mile perimeter of where you're actually going to deliver. But for those people, those hard to reach customers, you definitely want to have those hard to reach customers being serviced by Campaign Mailer. And again, all you have to do is just go in, register, put in the customer's name and the customer's address, pay the fee, whatever the fee is. If you've got 2, you're going to pay less than $3, and they will take care of it for you. You can choose the mail plan when you want it to go out. That's the beauty of Campaign Mailer. You can have it to go out on the next mail plan or whenever. It's up to you. I absolutely love Campaign Mailer because I don't have to worry about trying to put the brochure in a bag, putting tape on it, putting a label on it, driving to the post office, and then purchasing postage, which cost me $2 and something just to mail it to a customer. That is the way to go to save you money. Okay, but like I said, Brenda, just be sure to share that with your team so that or any videos that you're watching, there's a share button on there. You can always just click and share and send it out to your team as well.
Okay, so if I click on share, it will, so then I'll just put the name in there of who I want to send to.
You can copy the link. So when you click on share, just copy the link. I'll do a video on it tonight to show how to do it. So just look out for the video. You're subscribed to my channel. I'll be sure to do the video. That'll be my second video that I'll do for tonight. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? Okay, well, y'all so quiet tonight. Okay, all right, so here's your call to action. So what I would encourage you to do is start your filing system. Everybody, every single business owner has to have systems in place to keep them organized and to keep their business flowing efficiently and effectively. So start a filing system. If you don't have any folders at home, use a 3-ring notebook binder and go to the store and get some of the dividers. And just use the dividers in the 3-ring notebook binders. Now you will have to have a a hole puncher in order to use the 3-ring notebook binder. But that may be a better system for you. I used to use the file folder system, but now I'm using the 3-ring notebook binder. I like the notebook binder better because it's more easily accessible for me to be able to flip back over to whatever month that I need to flip back over if I missed a month or whatever, instead of trying to go and find the folder. But I say use whatever system works best for you. That's the most important thing. Okay, and my next call to action is to start recording all of your expenses immediately, because the sooner you get in the habit of doing it, you are building those habits that's going to really be important for you to be an effective business owner. Record keeping is the #1 thing you want to make sure that you are doing as a business owner. Okay, so those are 2 call to actions that I'd love to see all of you, you know, get started on and implement in your business right away. Okay. All right, so that is going to be the end of the call. So if nobody else has any other questions, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end the call. Don't forget to join us. We generally meet every 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Thursday here, the same link. So save this link. If you're not on my team, you will not get the email. I think one of Brenda's ladies called me tonight, so Brenda probably told her about the call, but she didn't have the link. So again, if you're not on my team, you want to send me an email. Send me an email and I will add you to my list, so that you'll get notified. And also, if you are not in my Facebook group, be sure to request to join my Facebook group as well. And the Facebook group is Avon Team New Vision. So just either connect with me on Facebook and I'll add you. Just tell me that you are on somebody else's team and I'll add you to the group. Okay, I don't mind sharing. I just believe that we all just need to be open and be willing to share with everybody. So anybody who wants to join these Thursday night calls, you are more than welcome to join. Okay.
So you say Thursday night calls are when?
2nd, 3rd, and 4th Thursday, because on the 1st Thursday we have our live meetings with Betty.
Oh, okay. So you doing 2nd? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I do mine's at 8 o'clock. I think Betty's calls are at noon, and mine's are at 8 o'clock. So the only time I don't have it is on the first Thursday, but the 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th Thursday will always be here at the same link. Okay.
Okay.
And send me an email. Email me to my email address is let me see if I can type it in on here. I'm supposed to have a let's see. I've never used this before, but I'm gonna see if I can use it. Let me
Stop everything, girl.
I'm trying to get used to technology and all of this stuff. Okay, here we go. Here's my email. sellavonwitme at gmail.com. Okay, that's my email address. Okay. And you can join my group. Avon Team New Vision on Facebook. Okay. So that's my email address. Send me an email and say, Felita, I'm on so-and-so's team. Please add me to the email communication. I'll set up an email communication for those outside of my team to make sure that you are notified. But if you are on Facebook and you are in my group, you're going to automatically get notified because I post in there all the time.
Okay.
Okay.
All righty.
All right. Any other questions?
No, but thank you so much. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I sincerely appreciate you. And until next Thursday, y'all take care, take charge, and I'll see you on the next call. Okay?
All
Bye
right.
for now.
Okay, thank you.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Bye.